Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Mortal Kombat Classic Scorpion figure from Storm Collectibles. That's right, I have been pretty excited about this new Mortal Kombat line coming from Storm because a lot of the characters that they're doing in this are based on the older Mortal Kombat video games, and I was pretty excited to get some really awesome, nicely detailed, nicely articulated figures that are based on those original looks on the games that I grew up playing with. So let's dive right in and look at the first figure in this offering, being Scorpion. So the figure comes in really cool window box packaging that fully showcases the figure and all of his accessories within, has that great Mortal Kombat dragon logo in the background as well as on the bottom, and a cool image of Scorpion that kind of bleeds over to the side of the box. Flipping that around to the backside, we have some more shots of the included figure and all of his cool accessories that we're going to be taking a look at. So let's go ahead and get Scorpion outside of the packaging and take a closer look at him. So Scorpion is in 1/12 scale. You can see with the tape measure in here, that puts him at almost a full 7 inches tall. And this is a very, very cool design. Like I said, he is based on those more classic Mortal Kombat games, which you can really see specifically in his ninja outfit, because it kind of has almost that padded look with the cross-hatch design going on there that we always saw in those original games. Now, there's a lot of really cool interchangeable pieces here. So as we come in on the face there, you can see that yellow mask going across the face does have those black markings on there. But what's really great is we have the ability to swap that out to just the straight yellow kind of cloth mask. So this gives us the option to display him like Mortal Kombat 1 or the more detailed look of the mask from Mortal Kombat 2. I thought that was great. So the Mortal Kombat 2 mask is on there currently. Very easy to swap those off because it's just a peg that holds it on. You can see it's a nice tight peg, so you actually have to get a good little tug there to pull it off. And the face underneath is actually quite horrifying. Because the peg hole that's left actually just looks like this terrible open mouth. That's frightening. Let's get this other mask on here. But it does just have a peg, clips in place, and check that out. Now we've got a Scorpion that's got that more basic mask from Mortal Kombat 1. I thought that was really cool that we've got the option to swap those out, and just really gives you the chance to really mix and match the parts there so you can get your most desired iconic look for Scorpion. The rest of the costume is very nice. You can see it does have a little bit of a wash going on there. It's very subtle, but it does kind of dirty it up just a bit. But it is still nice and bright and yellow. The paint is pretty clean for the most part. It's not quite as clean down here. I think that's kind of the wash, though, that's in there that makes it look a little more dirty. And then the yellow down at the bottom is kind of more faded, but that is definitely done by design. Overall, I think the design here is really great. He's just a fantastic looking figure that does a good job of capturing the look of the character from those classic video games. I absolutely love it. So it is worth noting that the outfit here is made of a softer plastic. You can kind of see the way it slides around. So it's a separate piece that goes over. It's not really removable. I mean, this is all attached to the figure here. But that's good because it does not hinder the articulation at all. It doesn't get in the way of the ability to move him around and pose him. So let's go ahead and look at the articulation on this figure. That head is on a nice joint on the neck where you can see it's articulated at the top and the base of the neck there. Ball joints, which is going to really allow you to move that head all the way around left and right and get a good range of motion. The shoulders are ball jointed, so the arms can go upwards, forwards, and backwards, and we even have those little lat muscles there. Look at that. The articulation joint there where the arms can slightly come out of socket a little bit, so that's going to offer a great range of motion. Swivels at the bicep, great double joints at the elbows, great ball joint at the wrist there, so you can swivel the hands all the way around. We do have a ball joint at the torso, so you can see that twists all the way around, as well as a swivel at the waist. We do have nice ball joints at the thighs. Look at that. So legs can go outwards, forwards, backwards, swivel. Amazing double joints at the knees. I love the way that the little knee pad there is actually part of the sculpt in the middle of the knee, so it does a good job of actually hiding that articulation when the knee's not bent, so that is very nice. And then we do have great ball joints again at the ankles, as well as little hinges there. So look at that. The ankles can move forwards and backwards as well as roll around in the ball joint, and we have cuts at the toes. So this guy's got a great range of motion, and the joints do seem nice and tight for the most part, so you can really get this guy posed around. You can try to recreate some of those stances or fighting poses straight out of the video games. I was able to pull them off pretty well, and I was really happy with the overall amount of articulation this guy includes. So in addition to that and the swappable face mask, he's got lots of different things we can swap on. He comes with 9 different hands. So you can see that he comes out of the box with just closed fists. But in addition to that, we've got the more open palm hands here like this. We've got the slightly kind of gripping hands there. We've got hands that have the fingers gripping even more. And then there is one extra hand that's like a gripping hand, which is going to be for the little tether accessory here, which I'm going to show you that in just a bit as well. But first, let me show you how to swap the hands off and on. One thing I noticed while doing this, and I definitely want to bring it up, the hands actually plug onto a peg, but every time I try to pull the hands off, the entire peg does always come out with the hand. So I do always have to move them around and work them off the little peg there. I pop the ball joint back in the wrist, and then I can swap on any of the other hands. So since I already showed you one that's kind of holding on to the spear, let's go ahead and put that on there. You can see it locks on really good, but again, that's going to allow you some mixing and matching so that you can get some different looks for the character. Now, on those accessories. So first of all, yes, of course, Scorpion is known for his spear accessory. He does come with one that's just kind of rolled up with a little spear piece hanging on the bottom. It's got some nice blood splatter on there. So you have that one gripping hand that I've already placed it in. So that way you can pose him just kind of holding that down to the side, which is a really cool look. But if you want to recreate him actually doing the iconic "get over here" pose, well, we can do that. So we also have this long, stretched out version of his little spear kind of cord thing. This is really cool. And in order to put this on, we're going to pop off the hand. And you can see there's a little loop on here. So we'll actually pop that right over the ball joint just like that. And then pick the desired hand that you want to. I'm going to use the open palm one because he kind of opened the palms flat hands like that in the original Mortal Kombat game, but check that out. So now it just kind of sticks there straight out, looks really cool, and now you can kind of recreate some of the poses where Scorpion is trying to pull some of his competitors over to him for a nice Mortal Kombat style uppercut. I love it. Get over here! Very, very cool stuff. Alright, so one more really cool accessory on this guy that I absolutely love is the ability to swap out his head for his fatality skull head, and I think that is so very cool. So let me show you guys how to do that real quick. So we got the alternate skull head here. Basically, all you got to do then is pull the head right off the ball joint, and in its place, we can add the awesome skull head. It just snaps right down on the ball joint, and now we've got the ability to display Scorpion with his real head, his skull head, from underneath that mask. But what's even cooler is we do have these great flame accessories, so we can recreate his fire fatality. So in order to do that, you'll actually want to crouch him over just a little bit. The mouth opens and closes on there, so you can actually place the end of this fire stream right there in his mouth, and it stays put. We also have this other piece of the flame that it works as the part that sits on the ground. So the flame coming out of his mouth will actually plug into it just like that. And then you can get him bent over. You can place that in his mouth and you can make it look like he's blowing fire onto his competitors. It's a very, very cool display option. I really love it. The only thing I really wish we had is kind of like a loose mask accessory that we can have dangling from his hand to make it look like he just pulled the mask off. But otherwise, I absolutely love this and can't wait to have somebody like Sub-Zero standing there as if he's getting burned. Alright guys, it's comparison time! Just for fun, I'm going to stay in this new Storm Collectibles Scorpion alongside the recent Mortal Kombat X Scorpion figure from Mezco Toys, just so you can see the difference between the two, and also it really shows you the difference between the original Mortal Kombat game designs and the more recent designs that have a lot more detail going on with them. So there you guys go. There is a look at the brand new Mortal Kombat Classic Scorpion action figure from Storm Collectibles. I really like the way this guy turned out. I think he's got a great amount of accessories. He's got an awesome look. Love the interchangeability to kind of recreate your favorite version of Scorpion. Love the fatality stuff that's included with him, and I cannot wait to pick up more figures from Storm in this Mortal Kombat lineup. Now, of course, this is an import item. You'll have to find somewhere online that is carrying these. He's going to run you around $49.99. I picked mine up from BigBadToyStore.com. So happy hunting, my friends. And hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this guy. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, my friends.